So welcome back to part 2 of why the Sega Saturn is awesome in 2024. Thank you so much for all the comments from the video, from the first video. Really nice comments. There are a couple of people said, you know, a few things like, oh, Sega Saturn's crap. But you know what, it's a personal preference, right? But everyone else has been really lovely, so thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Now, games room tour. It's not the tidiest, right? It's not the most organised, but it's my games room and I love it. It's my little sanctuary. This over here is currently running a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, so it's a really old Raspberry Pi, but it's served me really well. I've just upgraded to the 5, Raspberry Pi 5. It's on its way. It should be here tomorrow, actually. But for now, it's running that. I also use it for my Evercade VS. This TV, I've had this for a year. I can't even tell you how many years old this TV is. It's a Sharp Acurus, I think that's how you pronounce it. Honestly, one of the best TVs I've ever owned in my life. The picture quality is outstanding. The sound is unbelievable. The bass that comes out of this TV is so nice. That's why I use it for this. So anything sort of with a HDMI, anything sort of retro. I know this is modern retro. I will use this TV for because it's outstanding. Above here, we've got a load of pop vinyl figures. Some of the figures from Big, some from Lost. Back to the Future. This was one of my favourite movies. Anyone ever seen it? The Sandlot. Squints. I love Squints. And Wendy Peppercorn. Peppercorn. I always call her Peppercorn. Peppercorn. This is funny, actually. This is quite amusing. So my girlfriend, bless her, she bought me this for Christmas last year. She thought it was the soundtrack to Back to the Future. It's actually a Spectrum, ZX Spectrum game of Back to the Future. But anyway, bless her. Still, I love to have it though. Up here, you can't really see because they're behind this mask, but we've got pretty much all of the Stranger Things. We've got some of the bobbleheads from Only Fools and Horses, and then obviously Michael Myers, Rob Zombie's. What was the lad's name? What was his name? Can't remember. They're coming to me in a minute. The poor lad that got killed. Anyway, Ben Tramer, Rob Zombies, and then the original Kirk, which the mask was moulded from. Just have a quick tour, really. Just some of these metal plates are quite cool to hang. These batteries have run out, but you've seen the Chewbacca. I can't remember what this is called, actually, this little arcade machine, but it's cool. I've got that. Is the original iPad 1 from way back. It still works. It's not hooked up currently to this, but when I hook it up to Bluetooth, I can play this on here. I can also turn it around that way as well for shooting games. Just a few little things. Remember Zoltar? This is epic, Zoltar. He does actually talk. So Zoltar, he talks, a few Star Wars figures, some classic VHS, my PS2, which I love. Again, some more of these original sort of retro signs, Goonies, Robocop, E.T., etc. Up here, love my Star Wars. That's a Black Series Boba Fett, which is absolutely outstanding. This is a proper full-size one-on-one Darth Vader A&H mask made out of fiberglass. It is heavy and it's awesome. This is an RS Props stunt helmet, which is cast from the original, comes lineage right from the originals, cast from the original helmet from A&H, so that's amazing to have. Again, it's just some Rocky figures, like Rocky, love Rocky. Another Darth Vader helmet, which is from the Obi-Wan series, that's Black Series. Kylo Ren, which I rehauled it, if you want to call it that, myself. Anyone ever remember Flat Eric? This is my daughter's from when she was a baby. Star Wars cutout, some figures and stuff on the wall. These, everyone goes, oh Lee, they're not straight. These won't sit straight, the Stranger figures, look. They just sit on the wonk. Anyway, another Sega Mega Drive down there. I've got a few of them. My arcade, my Pandora's arcade board, which is amazing, still works absolutely fine. Load of games down here. Panasonic, got the FC10, and underneath I've got the Sanyo Tri. This is amazing. The 3DO is underrated in my opinion. Love the 3DO, especially the Sanyo Tri version. This is amazing. It runs at 60 Hertz. I think this runs at 50 Hertz, so it's much slower. Sega Mega Drive, the original with this Mega CD. Everything works here, by the way. Can't really see probably under here. I've got a Neo Geo CD, and underneath the original PS1. Someone mentioned the comments about the Sega Dreamcast being awesome. Yep, we've got Sega Dreamcast down there. Nintendo Wii. Obviously the Sega Saturn, which we're talking about, the Saroo flashing away. Can't have a games room without an N64. Super Famicom or Super Nintendo, original NES. This has got, it's actually a Super Nintendo case, but it's got the 60 Hertz switch on the back of it. It's multi-region, so I just stuck that on there just because I didn't like the original Super Nintendo sticker. Mike McGill skateboard from the 80s. Loads and loads of games in here, all my original games from back in the day. I keep them in the boxes to keep them nice and preserved. So yeah, just a quick tour of the games room really. Just thought it'd be... Oh, and on here I've got I've got the sound down, but it's playing classic 1980s adverts from back in the day. VHS recorder and a DVD recorder under there. So yeah, quick tour of the games room. Michael Myers on here. This is from Halloween Ends with his mouldy hair and everything. So yeah, quick tour of the... Okay, so let's look at King of Fighters 97. So SNK, obviously, games are amazing. So who wanted a Neo Geo back in the day? Hello, me. Who couldn't afford them? Also me. Couldn't afford one. I've got one now, but I actually had an AES, which I sold ages ago, which I regret now. But I've still got the Neo Geo CD, and I can play it on the RetroPie and stuff, so it's all good. Anyway, let's click on King of Fighters 97. We're playing this on the Saroo, so loading times are much better. It's now known for long loading times. But let's look at it on here. Now, this is a great game. Like a net, really good conversion. In fact, it feels like you're playing it on the SNK, on the Neo Geo, as far as I'm concerned. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. Let's go to options, see what happens with options. That's art gallery. Didn't mean to do that. Hold on, 2 secs. We'll click back on that. Let's grab it. That's cool. Actually, that's cool. I've never actually looked at that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Options. We'll stick with beginner because I'm not amazing at fighting games. Let's go game start. Let's go single play because I'm playing it on my Todd. What I've noticed though, actually, this is interesting actually. So this is playing on the Saroo, as I said. What I've discovered is that I've got this on a backup copy and it plays absolutely fine. On the Saroo, the volume, look how far I've got to crank the volume up. I don't know why, but the volume's really low on the Saroo on this particular. It's only on this particular game, so I might have to see if I can get myself a different copy. I think possibly. Because it's, yeah, the volume is very low. So anyway, so we'll just pick a couple of characters. We'll give it a playthrough. But visually I think it's very good. I say graphically, I know the volume's very low, but graphically it's very good. The backgrounds are all there, all the music's there, all the characters are there. It's very good, it's very playable. I'm not the best at fighting games either, so for me to... I know it's on easy mode, by the way. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you a little bit of gameplay of this, because it's very good. This is on beginner mode, so otherwise I wouldn't have done that so easily. But yeah, so King of Fighters 97 is very good game. There's King of Fighters 95 and 96 on the Saroo as well. But like I said, I need to probably re-download this, re-download it and reinstall it on the Saroo because it is very quiet. I have got it turned down a little bit, by the way. But even if I crank it up, which I'll do now, hold on. So I've got to crank it right up to get any sort of decent sound, which is fine, but that's definitely not normal. Anyway, King of Fighters 97, very good game. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, next fighting game. Let's look at Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Again, an amazing conversion. I'm such a fanboy, aren't I? I don't know what that says, but I just think it's a really good conversion. So volume's much better on this than it was on the King of Fighters. So let's have a little look at this. Again, don't judge me on my gameplay. I'm not very good at fighting games. Right, okay, so Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. We'll go arcade mode. Let's pick our characters. I'm going to be Ken and I'm going to be... Where's Wolverine? Wolverine. Yeah, we'll go turbo speed. Sounds very good. It's very colourful. Not able to hear me very much, but that's cool. Very colourful. Look at the... Oh God, he blends into the background. Never seen him in yellow before. Well, she come out of the gates fine, didn't she? She didn't mind. Well, it definitely is turbo mode, isn't it? Don't you hate people that just do that? Hookin', hookin'. That was me back in the day. Just keep doing that. Any move I really know. But yeah, I just think it's a great conversion. Great graphics, great sound. Just fun as well, right? Just very easy to pick up and play. LED special move. Alright, it's like a hooking off. Can't say the word. A dummy. That's a rounded piece, right? Let's just do this to the end. Let's go. So we've got Wolverine now. Come on, Wolverine with your claws. Let's do something. Let's work. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we won that round. So that's Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. Great game. Again, all in Japanese. As I said before, I intend to own most of the Japanese versions. So there's a couple of fighting games that we played now. Let's move on to something else. Let's have a little look at some other conversions.